Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to lucid dream in the day using naps. Hey guys, welcome back to Tipharot. It's me, Matt here, and today I'm talking about the nap chaining method, or the way that I like to lucid dream during the day. Now, on all of my lucid dreaming videos, I always get the common complaint, hey, but I can't sleep for 6 hours to actually do this method, or, I don't want to wake up during the middle of the night to do this method. So, for you guys, this is the video for you. This is how you lucid dream during the day. Now, there are other ways of doing this. You can just, sleep 90 minutes to get an REM and just perform a method then. But the way that I like to do things is I like to chain naps. Now, what do I mean by chaining naps? Well, what I mean is I have lots of these back-to-back short naps, constantly dipping in and out of sleep, over and over and over. And the effect that this has is that you seem to get into REM a lot quicker. I've noticed that when I was doing this, I would have, 3 or 4 really short naps, and then I would be having dreams already and be in REM and able to lucid dream. Whereas normally you would need to sleep for at least around 90 minutes to get into your first REM cycle. So for whatever reason, this seems to speed it up. So how you chain naps? Well, you want to find a period during your day where you have about 2 to 3 hours that you can dedicate to this process, because the time it's going to take for everyone is going to vary a little bit, especially depending on how long it takes you to fall asleep and so on, and how easily you fall in and out of sleep. So take 2 to 3 hours where you won't be disturbed and where you don't need to do anything. Now, what I want you to do is to get your phone or an alarm of some kind and set alarms every 10 minutes or 15 minutes throughout that 2 to 3 hour period. After you've set all those alarms, I want you to just go to sleep. The first alarm is going to wake you up, and when it wakes you up, just turn off that alarm but leave the rest of them and then go back to sleep. And I want you to keep repeating this as many times as is necessary to actually reach the point where you remember a dream, where you wake up from a dream. At that point, you know that you're in REM, and then you can perform any method you like to get lucid. Now, in addition to all the other lucid dreaming methods, one thing that I've noticed with chaining naps like this is that because you're dipping in and out of sleep so much, you can actually just not perform any techniques and just continue with the alarms. As long as you don't mind really, really short lucid dreams, you can just keep the alarm cycle going, not bother turning any of them off when you get an REM, and just keep going in and out of sleep. And what you should find is that you actually end up getting some lucid dreams during that period. Now, it's obviously not going to be every time you do this, but a lot of the time you can get lucid dreams, and not just 1 or 2 lucid dreams, but several of them. But what I tend to prefer using for this is Wild. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Wild, I suggest checking out my How to Lucid Dream Tonight video up there and checking out the third step, because that's basically Wild. I do need to make a separate video on Wild, and if you're actually watching this video, or way later than it came out, then it's possible I already have a video up about Wild. But if not, check the How to Lucid Dream Tonight video. And basically perform Wild once you wake up in REM. And if you're anything like me, you might actually find that it's a lot easier to perform Wild when you've woken up from a short nap than it is when you've woken up from a long sleep. I don't know why this is. I think just having all those repeated naps, I get used to falling asleep a lot quicker, and so I can relax a lot quicker, which is always a problem for me with Wild, actually getting relaxed enough. And when I'm relaxed like that, I can easily enter into a dream. So that's all there is to it. You can use other methods. You can use Mild and repeat the mantra for 2 to 3 minutes. You can use Filed. You can use any of the other methods out there except for stuff like reality checks and so on, because that doesn't need you to be in REM in the first place, so there's no reason to do the nap chaining for that. Just take a nap. But yeah, that's been all for this video about nap chaining. Thank you guys for watching. If you want more, remember to subscribe up there. And if you want to keep watching, check out the video that's linked on screen. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.